And joining me now on set with more on today's developments is Dr. Gil Mobley is with us. You were on this program and you said this was far worse than anybody knew. You talked about the first patient. You talked about the chaos. You said we were not prepared. You've been proven right, even though you said you wish you were wrong.
I hope I go down in history as the biggest chicken little fool ever.
Well, apparently that's not going to happen at this point. As you analyze this, I guess the most important question I'll ask you is, what are the solutions? How do we stop this in its tracks?
Stop the flights already. Million people quarantined for Ebola on the continent of Africa, 10,000 to all corners of the world every day, and 150 to the United States. We can screen those guys. We can follow them. We can stop them immediately. You know, they say the argument is we need to get equipment in and personnel out. Use the military for that. To use their words, that's a non-reasonable answer.
We're going to play more of the hearings as they went on today. I was stunned at some of the answers that Dr. Frieden was given, and some of his earlier assurances that this is not a big deal. You only need a private room and a private bathroom. What is your reaction to his earlier comments, and does that prove he's not up to the job?
This is the worst case scenario. The president, Dr. Frieden, and Dr. Fauci, they just need to pipe down because they open their mouth.
Pipe down or be fired.
They need a czar to do the messaging. That's one step forward and two steps back. They need a czar for the White House to do the messaging.
Is there anybody in particular that you think would be uniquely qualified for this?
Absolutely. Harold Bench. He's from Greene County, Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, and he has a 30-year history in public health. He's a commissioner right now, and he's independent. He knows, and if asked, he will do it.
You know, I'm almost afraid to ask you this question because you were so right in your predictions when other people were even attacking you for suggesting that it was going to be much worse than the government was telling us. For those that don't remember, Dr. Mobley put on a full hazmat suit, goggles, full gear, and had on the back the CDC's lying, and you walk through Hartsfield Airport in Atlanta. I'm a little bit hesitant to ask you, what do you see coming next?
Sir, I don't know what's going to keep this out of every third world country in the world. And don't forget, we live next door to one of the biggest third world countries in the world.
You're talking about between Central America and Mexico?
Absolutely. It's going to devour them because of the devastated health structure.
And they're going to race over our borders?
Absolutely. We'll be getting clusters every moment. Look what just one person caused millions and millions of dollars of expenses from Mr. Duncan.
For example, all the people that came into contact, we're looking for the 132 people that flew on Frontier Airlines with Amber Vinson. Do we have to not only find them, but every person that they came in contact with after the flight?
Apparently, because we're not very good surrounding the circles. The nurses...
It's contact tracing, we call it.
Right. The nurses, nurse number 2 wasn't even in the inner circle. She wasn't considered high risk, even though she was taking care of this explosive diarrhea. Why? Because she had full protective gear. We don't know how this is spread.
Wait, they were full protective gear. The nurses are complaining they were told to put tape around their neck.
I know, but the one that got it had full protective gear. We need, you know, the best hospital in Texas couldn't contain the virus. We are in trouble, sir.
All right, Dr. Mobley, thank you for being with us. I hope you're wrong this time, but your track record is pretty good so far.